Lives. Hello, Sally. I really didn't expect to see anybody on here, so hi. Like I said, I haven't done this before, and so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I've tried to watch enough lives to where I can say something that's maybe halfway intelligent or whatever. So I'm kind of interested in, hi. I'm kind of interested in what kind of content people want to read from me because I've tried, changing things up a little bit and it's still not quite working for me, although the content I'm putting on TikTok, the Whore No More thing where I do outfits of the day and I talk about how life after trafficking and consent and being able to finally wear what I want, those are going okay. I I I struggle with video content because of my DID, and so it's like someone told me that maybe that's the kind of content I should put on video because if the ultras switch out and I forget what I'm saying, I feel like that would be kind of embarrassing. But apparently, other people don't see it the same way, and so I thought that while I'm sitting here waiting for my daughter to get off of work, that I would try this live thing and see if people um Sally, I'm just like didn't expect anybody, so it's kind of cool to see somebody on here. Um and I am not sure if I have interacted with you before or not, so um I guess that's not great as far as I don't know. I've interacted with a lot of people in the last couple days on Substack, so I don't know, and I don't know why my phone is doing this thing either. Um, I hope it's just uh maybe it's getting hot. Yeah, it's getting a little hot. It's come on, it's only 86 degrees. I'm kidding. I might have to pull it down from here because that's what's happening. My phone is getting hot and I hate having to hold it, but um I guess. Oh, cool. Well, thank you. Oh yeah, I just medium just wasn't my thing in the end. It got to where it was more like a pyramid scheme, with the boost and how someone could boost me and then make more money um boosting me boosting my article than I did off the boost and all this weird stuff now, and so I had to give up on Medium, and I don't make much on Substack either, but I make more than I did on Medium, and I had trouble trying to keep posting the Medium when it got discouraging, I guess, and it got to be one of those popularity contests where I want to make money, but this isn't high school, and so I'm not into popularity contests. Not not these days. I'm too old. I'm 40. I'm too old for that shit. But it's just I'm glad to know that some people migrated from Medium to come over here and read because um I have had a lot of people subscribe on Medium that won't come over here and it's like it's better than Medium, but people for some reason have their preferences, but I'm not actively putting content on Medium anymore because I don't like pyramid schemes, and that's what it has felt like. And some people are trying to get me over to Beehive, but sorry, I'm trying to see what you're saying here because my phone is still going dark. Oh, you don't make any money on Substack? I'm sorry. That would be cool. It's writing's all I've got, and sometimes it feels like I'll never be enough, because I'm actually I feel like I've done enough that I'm pretty good at writing now, and I sure as hell have a similar skill set to other people that are making a hell of a lot more money than me. Like I found out the other day that one of the writers I follow on here is making like 10 grand a year on here, and I'm like, that's life-changing money for me. But, I am definitely not making that much. I'm not even making 10% of that much a year on Substack right now, and this is all I've got. And so, I'm beginning to wonder either what I'm doing wrong or what kind of content I need to be creating because what I'm doing isn't working. And I know some people are wanting more, I think some more trauma memoir stuff. But then when I post it, people get mad about that too. They want trigger warnings or whatever. And I'm like, this is my content. I hate trigger warnings, so I don't use them on my stuff. You can either read it or not read it. But, I won't be offended if people don't read it because there's no trigger warning, but you're not going to force me to put them on there either. And so that's just the way I feel about it. And I have a class tonight, as in, like, it's 4:36 here, and my class is at 6, and I get on Zoom at 6 o'clock. But my daughter gets off here at 5, but she probably won't be out till 5:30. So, you know, I thought I would do this while I'm here because it was like a quiet time to try. Um to see if I could actually do this. And so I've also been watching a lot of longer videos on YouTube to see if I can make YouTube stuff as well, but I actually don't have the skills. And so I'm trying to get my kids to help me figure out how to use OBS, I think it is, or whatever on my computer so I can do that. But I'm a millennial and I'm an Australian millennial, so I grew up analog and about a year or two behind the tech in the US. And so, I try and bring this closer. I'm getting kind of tired of holding it. And so it's like we didn't have this shit when I was growing up. My whole childhood was analog, and now everything is digital, and it's just more difficult to do. I know I can, but there's a learning curve, and I have learned more about making video content on YouTube, I think, by watching the kind of video content that um I want to make. But like I said, the Or No More stuff is okay on TikTok, and maybe I should be focusing more on that. Some people either want to hear or read about sex trafficking and life after sex trafficking, or they don't. I mean, it's one of those things where it's either or. Sorry, I'm trying to get this person out of the live because they have not consented to being on my video, and so I try and be aware of that in my surroundings to kind of to try and change it because it's not fair to have people on your video without their consent. Although that guy over there, I know him. He wouldn't give a damn. But normally, I'm not just gonna catch people if I don't have to on here. I'm not gonna be able to completely skip it because I'm in a public place. But at the same time, I try not to just obviously put people in here, and I'm not gonna do that to my daughter either, by the way, so I'm definitely gonna stop streaming before, she comes out because I don't even put their pictures on Facebook or whatever as friends only if they haven't consented to that. So I just don't think that you should do that to your kids. And dang, I'm thirsty. I need her to bring me a drink, but. All right. Well, I was about to sign off in a few minutes too, but thank you, Sally. Thank you for coming on and listening to me go on about whatever. It was cool to have somebody on here, so thank you. Have a good evening. I'm gonna get off in a minute and do my class anyway. So good night.